Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. It's been about a month until the last one because I was over at Saber's looking after his dog while he was away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next POS Podcast is going to be in a couple of weeks. But then we're going to have another hiatus because I'm going to be gone like most of May. Because I'll be looking over after Saber's dog again and also MomoCon next month.
It's gonna be a busy second quarter this year,
Yeah, very busy.
which it's fine. But like, it's kind of funny. Last year felt like it was kind of slow, but this year's like picking up.
Yeah. So, anyway, today I have with me Saber Spark, which he just introduced himself. And back after a long time is Tom.
I am here. I'm like the podcast ninja, where I'm always lurking, but occasionally I come out and stab a dignitary. That's today. That's what's going down.
Yeah. And then Hero, he just went away from his chair.
I'm here.
Yeah, he's there. I think
Hello.
You know,
his
for
cat.
Hiro Sashi, he's pretty far away. You know what I'm saying? You know
he's.
what I mean, guys? God damn.
Enigma Friends in the chat
Thomas
says,
Oliver with your dad puns. Even though you're not a dad.
Enigma Friends in the chat says, Tommy Senpai, we have missed you so.
Oh, well, I'm glad to be back, making terrible jokes.
Excuse me. The first thing you have to say is Tommy Senpai. Really? That's what you first have to.
Yeah, I see that cat tree in your background. Does she use that a lot? Your cat?
Yeah. Yeah, she does. She uses both of the trees I got her.
Yeah. How much was that, by the way? Because I don't have like anything big like that for Salem.
65, I believe.
Okay, that's not too bad for something that big.
That's not.
Yeah, because
The
only thing I'm concerned about-
Like 200.
the only thing I'm concerned about is that Salem is a bit of a bigger cat, so I'm just concerned he might just like knock something over.
Yeah. He'll probably be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess we can get on to some topics, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Not everything will be talked about in the topics, though. We'll probably bring up some stuff in Q&A, if anybody wants to, like, bring it up in a question. But also, like, during our Q&A, you can use Super Chats, or on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are right there. You can ask us questions on Twitter, and that doesn't cost anything. But Super Chats are always appreciated. Anyway, let's get started with some movie talk of things. And the first thing to talk about is actually a movie I went to go see with Saber while I was visiting, and that's Dumbo, the live action Dumbo that came out.
Yep.
Was it dumb?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, next topic. We're done. That's all you can say.
It just wasn't good. It wasn't terrible. It's like most typical like Disney remakes. They're just boring. There's nothing of
Yeah.
substance. They create something. It's like, oh, this is kind of the lesser shadow of what was originally made. Which, like, I talked to Billy about this and about how like Dumbo was a story they could actually mold a bit more because the original wasn't that fantastic story wise.
Yeah, and it was
has,
a bit
like-
rushed because like that was also during the animator strike for Disney, so they kind of like
That was around.
rushed it a bit.
What year was that? That was post or pre World War II?
It was.
Well, that was 40.
I think it was pre.
Find out.
Dumbo was 40, I thought.
Yeah, 1941, I think.
That's 41, maybe.
So yeah, that's right when the war was starting to pick up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, because I know that it was a financial hit they desperately needed
Yeah.
because like everything else before was failing. So
Yeah,
that
because
obviously,
it was like based on a little children's book, so.
yeah, which was cute. It was enough to put butts in the seats. But like, yeah, Danny DeVito was fine. Michael Keaton was fine. Everybody else,
No
just-
booze near the baby.
Man, no booze in the baby. That was weird.
Yeah, there was this guy in the audience.
Tell that story.
Yeah, so when Sarah and I went to go see it, there was this guy in the audience. Danny DeVito says this line.
Danny
says-
DeVito was in the audience?
I wish.
This movie really sucks, Charlie.
No, Danny DeVito says this line of like "no booze near the baby," where they like acknowledge that the pink elephant like scene with like Dumbo getting drunk or whatever. So they kind of acknowledge that that was something that was in the movie. Because they bring out like some champagne, and then Danny DeVito says, "No booze near the baby." And there was this guy in the audience that thought that was so hilarious. He like repeated it twice while we were watching.
I don't think he thought it was hilarious. I think his kid couldn't hear it, and the kid like, "What did he say?" And he's like, "No booze near the baby. No booze near the baby." It's like, shut up! It's a kid. Your child doesn't matter. Like, what? No. Sorry.
I'm
but, like,
glad to hear you have the right opinion on children.
If I can keep them from existing, I will. But but it sounds like a fucking Catholic Church is the worst nightmare. But the movie itself just doesn't really add anything. Like, the only live action Disney remake that like came close to adding something was Maleficent. And everything else has just been a pale imitation, and Dumbo's no exception to that. It's just boring, stupid. The plot they made up for it just sucks. There's a couple of little things they throw in there where it's like, oh, it's a throwback to the movie, but even then it's like, who cares? It's just, it sucked.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was boring, which in my book is worse than bad. So.
Yeah. At least there's Danny DeVito. Just do a cut of the movie where it's only Danny DeVito.
Make it a fucking Always Sunny episode where the gang has to like run a circus with.
Yeah.
I would fucking love that.
Oh yeah, we mentioned this in the review too. But Mac's mom from Always Sunny is in it too. We were like, oh, there's another like Always Sunny character in this movie.
Yeah, I think they all have the same agent, or some of them do. Yeah, Mac's mom was in it. That's good. I gotta take a shit.
All right. Yeah, Dumbo. It was Dumbo. But next, something not so dumb. Missing Link. I saw over the weekend, or last Thursday actually, and
that movie is not doing financially well.
No, it's not doing.
Oh,
it's not doing good well at all. It's doing even worse than Kubo when it came out back in 2016, which is really unfortunate because it's actually a pretty good movie.
Oh, really?
Like both, like visually, obviously, because it's Leica, and Leica does like amazing stop motion. But it was also very surprising to me because from the trailers, the trailers don't do it justice at all. Because the trailers have this really weird. I think we lost Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Yeah. But the trailers have this really weird like narrator on it, and it makes it seem like it's going to be this really dumb kidsy like buddy comedy, but it's not like that at all. It's more of like an adventure film just with a Sasquatch in it. And that was very like pleasantly surprising for me because I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, it's very
well, honestly, that's why
movies.
I thought Tommy was like the worst person I have ever known. Oh shit, he was back. No. Sorry. Like Oscar from Hey Arnold.
Get the money.
Why you gotta be that?
This is goofy. Well, yeah, dumb was dumb. What's next? Oh no, we're talking about fucking Missing Link.
Leica and Missing Link.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because like every time Leica makes a movie, it seems like it's been worse like with each one. Not like critically, but like financially.
Missing Link was fun.
Yeah.
Wait,
did you see it?
No, I was just making a joke. The Missing Link.
Oh wow.
Looks like the thing they were missing was advertising.
Yeah, exactly.
But they weren't because they did.
So something about the way that movie looked. It's like it's cute and everything, but it just didn't have that appeal where it's like.
Yeah, like I said, the trailers didn't do it justice at all.
I don't know. I feel like this is gonna sound awful, but I feel like if Leica wants to really put butts in the seat, they have to like do these borderline edgy, serious, creepy-esque films, and Missing Link didn't really have that at all. I feel bad because they're kind of being like, because of things like Coraline and Kubo, people have come to expect that from them, where it's a little bit dark. but like missing
Yeah,
links.
but
seemed, like,
Kubo
harder
didn't
than
do
cute.
that well.
Well, you know what? Fuck me. I don't know what the hell they're doing wrong. Claymation.
Artistic things where artistic integrity doesn't matter.
How dare they?
Yeah, though it's surprising how Like is able to keep doing this, because I think it's just because of Travis Knight, who the guy like
He's the son of like the Nike person, right?
Oh yeah, he's got like
he's got like a ton of money. So
he's got
like
Nike money.
yeah,
that which is a fuck ton of money. So like us, like we lost some money. It's like who cares?
yeah. As long as he's still in charge of the company, they'll still keep making these, even if they lose money. So
Well, at least
which is good, because like it's great, like in an artistic sense.
Yeah, it's a really pretty film. Like from the trailers, the design of the missing link character, it's like, oh wow, you look really cool. I wanted to see it.
Like if you see it, like pay attention to the backgrounds and everything, and also the camera movement, because they do some like incredible action shots in the movie, and I'm like, how'd you do that? Because it's like really good. Anyway, yeah, Missing Link was good. If you want to support films like this, go see it, because it's great. Okay, now let's move on to trailers. Something we can all talk about. And the first one, I know that Hero is super excited about.
Don't talk to me.
Super excited about Lion King.
Just don't talk to me. Next.
What do you think of what Scar
I don't know
looks
what
like?
else is. He looks like a fucking lion. Like any other lion. They all look like lions. It's boring. There's no emotion. They're just really amazing looking lions. Just lions. I can't get excited over that. They look stunning. Good job. It's very impressive. But they have no emotion.
It's just
so
funny
doesn't matter.
to me how like in every shot Simba's just like
Yeah. The exact same face.
It's almost like
he's a lion. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. You're going for this photorealistic look. Like photorealistic animals can't emote, so acting equals none.
yeah. It's not even that photorealistic animals can't emote, because there are some like photos and like videos of animals like showing at least a little bit of emotion. But in this,
what do y'all think? Maybe like the trailer didn't have parts to showcase it. Like
I don't know. I mean, like they showcased the part where Scar says "run and never return," and Simba looks at him like he's not even like phased by it.
he's like, "You run, bitch. You say run."
It's like you remember that movie Milo and Otis, like a million years ago, where they just like
Oh yeah.
actual dubbed voices over them. That's what this is.
It's Homeward Bound.
No.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they just went out, filmed some lines, and then dubbed voices over it. Like, haha, money.
Yeah, they actually think that, wow, their animation's so amazing. It's like, we actually filmed this with our nature crew. Don't tell anybody. We're going to save so much money. I don't know, guys. It just looks like Dumbo, where like it will look visually stunning, but not in the way that it's going to, like, the way it should. Because, like, it's insulting.
I know for damn sure people are gonna be like, oh, this is the grown-up Lion King, the grown-up version. I'm like, why is it gotta be? Why do we keep shitting on animation? Why is it this way? This is
it won't die
for it whatsoever. But it's the way that people just see animation as for children. I'm like, it's damn hard, isn't it? Like, I'm not an artist, but like I've heard from all of my artist friends who have tried animation.
Man, you know what the worst part about that is? It's like all these normies, right? And they're like, yeah, animation for babies, super gay. I only watch live action movies. It's like, oh yeah, which part? The special effects. Oh, you mean the animation? You fucking
Right.
That cracks me up when people don't look. Wow, I like live action movies like Star Wars. I'm like, there's animation like in Star Wars or in Lord of the Rings. Like
I really like Iron Man. Yeah, the Minecraft 90% of the time. Fucking
wait, that suit's not real? Like, yeah, that's animated, you dumb cunts. Like, it's not that hard to figure out. Oh, I might have to bleep that one out, I guess. I don't know. But, like, it's just...
You want to get money.
that's so fucking true. It's like people
It
like
sucks.
they forget that's animated. Like Thanos is animated, Iron Man's animated. It's animated.
Right.
No,
And
it's-
oh my, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Dumb joke.
No. It's just I'm also tired of this trend of just like if something in order for something to be adult, it has to have like as little like color as possible. Just like take like a Gears of War shit on the screen and just everything's like brown and fucking black and gritty. And it's like, why can it not be just like those are purple paprika?
Paprika.
Salt and pepper and basil.
Harry Winkle is what I was what I meant to say. Yeah, but like those some actual colors like that. Why does it have to be just saturated and sad looking?
No, you gotta attract the adults. It's like, well, all adults are miserable. Just take that saturated, drag it all the way.
Crank it. Yeah,
Make the frame as bleak as their lives.
Like, oh my god! Like I'm looking at DC movies. I'm just like, where's the colors? Brown and black and gray, and no other colors. It sucks. I don't know why that's a trend. I hate it. Because I did play Gears of War recently. I'm like, oh my god, it's just somebody took a big old poo-poo and just smeared it on the screen. A big old poo-poo color. So sick of it, man.
All right.
That's how I feel about Lion King.
Yeah.
It's a big old poo-poo.
Well, speaking about animation, let's talk about an animated movie coming out around the same time, or in June rather than July. Toy Story 4 had a trailer, which is more interesting than the other things they had because the others were just like teasers. This is like an actual full trailer they're showing. And I'm interested. Like, I still think it shouldn't exist, but I'm interested to go see it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be bad. I just think it'll be completely superfluous.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
I really have no desire to see this movie.
It's interesting how it seems like they're going to be like even more existential with this one, as far as like, wait, so I exist and then I'm thrown away and then so why don't I just become a lost toy and then do whatever?
Yeah.
The thing that's bothering me is like the core plot's still the same. It's like how these toys keep getting lost and have to come back home.
I mean,
like,
Hero,
like,
how many times you lose your favorite action figure back in the day? For me, it was a lot.
I lost it. They didn't lose themselves.
Or did they?
Yeah, how do you know?
Shit, man. These icons suck. They don't stay in my ear at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll still see it because like I see practically every animated movie in theaters. So. Saber, you have
I
anything?
never thought
Avengers
I'd see the day where I'm more excited for a Frozen movie than I am for,
Right?
for Toy Story. Like, what? Frozen
I-
2 looks dope right now, man.
Yeah.
It really does. It's kind of weird. I don't get it. Why? It's like Lord of the Rings age. I'm like, well, all right.
We'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I think it'll probably be emotional and shit like that, existential possibly, and have a good story, but like, even if it's good though, is it going to add enough? I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
For a second, I thought you were still talking about Frozen 2. I'm like, Frozen 2 is going to be existential? Where did you get
Oh, yeah. From a good, reliable source.
We're all like these snowflakes. We're all unique, but we're destined to melt way too soon.
Let me die. Let me die.
All right, another trailer that I know everyone is excited for. Everyone, especially, for Dora the Explorer and the Lost City of Gold.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
Why?
Who watched that College Humor video from like 5 years ago? and was like,
Exactly.
that's our next movie. We're doing it. Fucking doing it. Also, why does Boots not have boots?
By the way, Boots is Danny Trejo. Like Machete. That's who's voicing it. Voicing Boots. And also, Benicio del Toro is Swiper. Like, what the hell?
Like, what?
Have we just reached the bottom of the reboot barrel at this point? It's just like...
I think it's going to
Was
do
it ever
well,
a top?
actually.
You think it's gonna do well?
Yep.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think it's self-aware, and it's gonna be resonate with some people like who grew up with Dora. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong though.
It's time for the Zoomers to prove their worth.
Oh my goodness.
The Zoomer? Is that what Generation Z is called now?
You got so you got the Boomers, which are the old people. Then you got us, which are the Doomers. Then is the Zoomers. That's
Then what's X called? What's Generation X called?
They're
doing all right.
and anything above a Doomer is just a Boomer, as far as I know. Anybody who's just out of touch in general or is just like too old, you're just a fucking Boomer. You're just fucking.
Wait, hold on, real quick, guys. Was the Golden Generation seen as cool by our generation, or what's the story on that?
I mean, the generation that fought in World War II.
Yeah, are we cool with them? Our grandparents, essentially.
They gave us presents all the time on Christmas. We must be cool with them.
Like, was it them or our parents who fucked it all up? I can't recall.
It's our parents parents technically. Both of those generations are kind of considered people who kind of fucked everything. So, and it's just birthed the age of apathy where nobody gives a shit about anything, and so they'll go watch Dora the Explorer, the live-action movie, because life doesn't matter anyway. Just fuck it.
One thing I care about.
Watch fucking Dora Glock some motherfuckers in the middle of the. I can't wait.
You know what? I was just thinking. I was like, if they make a Dora the Explorer movie, they should make like a grown-up Blue's Clues movie. But then
I was saying we should have Blue from Jurassic World being Blue's Clues.
No.
I want. No, can we get a Blue's Clues film noir like a?
That would be sick. just make it. Yeah, just. But it only just then hit me. I was like, I'm gonna sound so stupid. It's gonna sound like when I realized that Mewtwo was Mew #2. I never realized. I really just never thought. Blue is blue. That's weird, right? That's weird. She is a blue dog.
She was breaking stereotypes.
That would look really weird on a film screen.
I mean, it'd be interesting because we'll have Dora the Explorer, and then we'll have our gritty Blue's Clues, and that'll be the true beginning of the Nick Jr. cinematic.
Oh yeah, we gotta have the Face movie. I mentioned that in the Semi-Perfect podcast.
I was watching a Face video, no joke, about 2 weeks ago, and it's getting blown away with nostalgia. I was like, oh, I can't handle this.
Starring Ryan Reynolds' Face.
Stop that. They might do that.
Is Magenta a boy? I could have sworn that Magenta was a girl as well. I could have sworn Magenta. Really?
Think outside of your closed off
breaking those gender stereotypes. Even back
literally, no. I thought somebody told... No, Magenta's a girl. It says it right here.
Bullshit. I don't believe you.
Okay, when I found out Blue was a girl, I had to stop my life for 2 days.
Shit, but there goes my fanfic right up my...
Yeah, right.
Just make a new fanfic with the two girls. It's 2019.
Shame on you.
I'm not prepared to sink that level of debauchery just yet.
Speaking of debauchery, let's talk about the next trailer. Joker.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see the... Oh yeah, you didn't want to watch the trailer.
I did see the trailer. I don't know how...
You can talk about it, I don't care.
Tom?
I don't know how I feel about it just yet. I'm very mixed on it. I'm not sure if I like the way the Joker looks. I'm not sure if I like that design. Is this going to be... how is Joker... It's going to be kind of like the Venom movie in terms of is Joker connected to Batman at all, or is this the Joker cinematic universe we're going to spin off?
Yeah, I have no idea.
And it's just I also am kind of like worried they might kind of go like too political commentary with it, because there was like a trailer where there were a bunch of people wearing Joker masks and stuff, and I'm just like, are we gonna make him like Antifa stand-in or something? Like the world's so we're gonna have some crazy dude like tear it all down. Like I don't know if I'm ready for that shit right now.
Dude, all I know is gamers are about to rise up.
The gamers rise up, yeah.
That's what we need.
When have gamers risen up?
Like,
When did we do that?
Dude, Gamergate. It was all about ethics in gaming journalism. Resistance, right?
But
there.
yeah. Now that you mentioned the Venom movie, I'm like, oh yeah, they probably are gonna do that. Because
there's no Batman right now.
Yeah, when I first saw the Joker trailer, I was like, oh, I'm kind of cautiously optimistic about that. But once you mentioned that, I'm like, oh, never mind.
I mean, the only safe thing I suppose about Joker is that his origin has nothing really to do with Batman. That Batman becomes from a rivalry after effect. So this is an origin story. You could safely keep Batman out of it and not affect anything too much.
Right.
So,
whereas like Venom's is like really connected to Spider-Man.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope it's good. I think the movie is going to be really interesting in terms of like observing the conversation around it, because like this is following Heath Ledger, and like there's going to be huge comparisons back and forth, and like some people are just going to obviously be like nothing can top Ledger ever, and I don't know, the discourse will be intriguing for like 2 or 3 days till I get bored of it.
Yeah.
Again.
All right, next thing. Let's talk about One Punch Man season 2.
Yeah.
Why is everything blurry?
Like,
okay, so on all of on Genos and on like the villains in this episode, at least in the first one, I don't know if the second one's coming out. But the first episode, like they use soft shading on all the metal stuff, and it looks really weird. Like in the first season, it was hard shadows because it like was cohesive, but in this it's like, let's try and be fancy and like gradient brushes on the metal. I'm like,
yeah, it doesn't look very
it looks
good.
like yes.
Well, and also like fucking Saitama looks like Megamind. he's got a big old head. It's weird. It really goes to show you that Madhouse, like
Madhouse,
they went above and beyond. And JC's not doing a bad job. It's just that Madhouse is fucking amazing.
Oh, is it JC staff? Is that who it is?
Yes.
Ooh.
What have they done in the past? Because people keep talking about it on Reddit.
I can't remember anymore. I remember when. No, I don't think so. I know a lot of anime that looked kind of poor. They did. Back when I watched like a hella amount of anime, I remember JC stuff missing.
Do you not watch anime anymore here? So?
I'm watching. I say so much. I was watching 3 anime this past season that just finished. I was like, this is the most I've watched since high school.
The only reason I ask is because my sister also went full normie a couple years ago.
It just happens, man.
Right. I'm not saying you did it on purpose. I'm just saying you're a victim of culture. Actually, we're the victims of culture. You got it. But so
we live in a society.
When she went full normie, she just stopped watching anime. She was a huge fan. It's just like, yeah, it's a real shame.
I can't shit on JC staff because they made Honey and Clover, which is godlike. Okay, never mind. Sorry, JC staff is good in my book.
What action shows have they done? Anything?
Let's see. The shows that they've done that I've seen are Zero no Tsukaima, Nodame Cantabile, Shakugan no Shana, Karin. Karin is trash. Let me not say my anime opinions because that might get me killed.
see, Hero is far from normie saying all those things.
Saying all those things.
That's all old though.
Those are actually also old anime.
Once you start forgetting Japanese, that's when you know like you've gone.
Oh no, I practice my Japanese all the time.
All right, that's your one vestige to the bad blood.
I'm talking to Japanese people.
Oh, they did.
The steakhouse does not count.
Dapper Spider says they did Slayers, like the original.
I've never seen So
That's like so long ago though.
Yeah,
How much of
that's
this-
a long
Oh,
time
right.
ago. So they probably have like completely
for
different
some
staff
reason,
now.
I thought they were the people that did the capo, but I guess not. Because the capo, I'm not afraid to say the capo is trash. The capo is trash. What?
It's just a shame because again, like I don't think the first episode of One Punch Man of season 2 is bad. It's just again, Madhouse is fucking great, and they really threw the weight into the first season and made something that made it the cultural phenomenon that it is, or like, more so because the anime did justice to the manga and the webcomic. So, I mean, you all think that they were trying to avoid an Attack on Titan scenario where like people lose interest if they don't move fast enough?
I don't know.
I know
Did
because
I say why they weren't working on season 2? What are they working on right now instead?
I don't know. Maybe they might have a commitment.
Yeah,
or
I
had something
don't know
signed.
because like with Attack on Titan because I caught up with Attack on Titan like a month ago, because I last year I watched like all of season 2 and then I waited and watched all of the first part of season 3 and like the animation's still like great in that show, so
it's still not bad.
Yeah,
I'm caught up as well. So.
Yeah, actually, as I'm looking through this list, there's some well animated stuff on the JC stuff.
yeah.
They got some good
Alright,
stuff.
well,
Deli 18
Only
said they
been one
did
episode.
Toradora.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Totoro is well animated.
I do like Toradora a lot.
Well, I mean,
It's
See
I
what
don't know.
Musashi knows.
Yeah,
There's
so.
the intro for season 2 looks pretty weak compared to season 1, but
Yeah.
by quite a bit.
Season 1 was like episode 1 was like one of the best episodes of the whole season. That fucking dream fight at the end was like
Oh yeah.
shit. That's like, oh, this is gonna be the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
We'll put them to the test whenever they actually have a sequence that needs to be like. I mean, because like I don't know. The first episode didn't really have many fights at all. Like,
Right.
not at all. Actually, it was more dialogue focused. So
Yeah.
I mean, Genos did a little bit of stuff, but he's like all blurry and gradienty now, so I don't know if I can judge him properly. Unless he's very
No.
Yeah, I'll give JC credit where credit is due. But then again, when you go like Madhouse, it's Madhouse, man. Like you can't. Madhouse makes ridiculous stuff.
yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens this season. Maybe if it doesn't do so well, they might go back to Madhouse if they can, or a better studio. But
Right. I think Madhouse made Redline as well, right? Yeah, Redline is
Yeah.
like, oh, God, that movie took 7.5 years to make. It's all drawn, and it's beautiful. Too bad the story sucks, but the animation's awesome.
here's a random question for you guys: Is there an animated movie that like you haven't seen that would make people go, "What the fuck? You haven't seen that yet?"
I'm sure there is.
I'll go first. I have not seen Akira.
What the?
I got some hot opinions on Akira.
Because like the way I hear about Akira, it's like it's a must see, like for animation fans.
I mean, the animation in Akira is pretty.
The animation is very good. It is.
Well, that's
Animation.
one for me. Okay, leave it at that. No option.
I think I took care of like everything I hadn't seen like a few years ago, where I was like, okay, I gotta see all this animated stuff. There's still like a lot of like live action movies I haven't seen, but for animated stuff, like there's a lot less. So, yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I haven't seen Atlantis, but I don't think anyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck? You haven't seen Atlantis?" Like that's.
The Lost Empire. How could you?
Mm.
I'm sure there's a ton of animated movies I've seen.
Yeah.
One like really bad example doesn't come to mind though.
Yeah.
Oh, I still haven't seen Snow White. Actually, it's just too old, man. It's old. I love it.
God, what a Normie-core thing to say.
Normie-core.
You're teaching me new words. Normie-core is like music.
I'm gonna name that bit.
Is it sped up?
That's the name.
That's
of
the name of this episode. Normie-core.
Excellent.
I can't. I don't know, man. It's just, I look at it and I'm just like, God damn, it's so old. I don't want to watch it.
All right.
Watch the Lion King.
You're not
140
missing out on
times.
much anyways, so it's fine.
All right. So talking about anime, let's talk about the Cowboy Bebop Netflix thing where they have the casting for it.
Who are these actors? I don't know any of them.
I know
Not
the
even
guy
one.
who plays who's playing Spike because
Who,
he was in,
Johnstone?
he's in Star Trek. The new Star Treks.
I don't know even one of these people. I know I'm bad with actors though, so maybe they're super popular. And
Yeah, so John Cho, he's Spike Spiegel. Mustafa Shakir, who was in Luke Cage, as Jet Black is Jet Black. Yeah,
but Jet's not black.
He is now.
He's not black.
Welcome to America.
Daniela Pineda from Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. What?
Is she the girl
as Faye Valentine? Yeah.
Huh.
Alex Hassel as Vicious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and I saw that they're casting Ein as a husky and not a corgi.
What?
Yeah.
You know, there's something.
An elephant, whatever. Who cares?
And
it's one thing turning Jet black, but turning to a fucking husky unacceptable.
And also, there's no word on who Ed's gonna be, or if Ed's even gonna be in it.
Ed's probably not even gonna be in there. That's you can't.
That sucks. Yeah,
it's too Asian. There's no way.
It's too wacky. They're trying to make it probably.
It's too Japanese.
Like
why don't you just in the live action Rocco's
Modern Life? It's too lolly bait. We can't go there, guys.
Just make him a kangaroo because whatever. We're just changing it. We're just changing it.
Yeah.
Is anybody this? No, right?
Just throw everything off. Why not? Nothing matters apparently.
Yeah, nothing matters.
I mean, did you guys see Death Note on Netflix? Man, that.
I like the part where they're screaming and chasing each other like a bunch of babies.
Let's make a Wishbone remake. Let's make him a Rottweiler. He's a dog, good enough, whatever.
I'm gonna chew on your clavicle.
Rottweilers are so adorable, man. They're so cute.
So they
I love them. You just train them to not be an asshole. That's fine.
That's too much responsibility. This is America.
It kind of is, unfortunately. Like you joke, it kind of is.
Oh, you think it's a joke? This is real life.
People who can train dogs should be able to have one. People who can't train dogs, it's a little dangerous.
Yeah.
So.
All right. A couple more topics before we go into Q&A. Let's talk about Google's weird thing that they had a conference for called Google Stadia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a streaming service for games where you can, like, go onto Chrome and, like, hey, I want to play this game, and you'll play it. No release date, no price, but it says, like, they're, like, little blades for the systems that stream the games are going to be, like, more powerful than the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X like combined, but it's streaming, so
right.
Like
so fighting
that
games
doesn't matter.
Not allowed. Can't play fighting games. Can't play rhythm games. Can't play shooters.
Can't play anything.
You can play like mahjong.
You can play.
Is this a technology thing where it's just not there yet, or what?
Yeah, they're claiming they're claiming that you can stream at like 1080, 4K, or even 8K, which like isn't even like close yet.
Well, not yet, but they're saying they're planning on having it be 4K at launch and upscaling it to 8K.
Yeah.
Is there a point where it stops updating or stops upgrading?
What resolution?
How do you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
When we stop caring, I guess.
Also,
like,
if your monitor can't handle it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that sounds weird. A weird question, but I wasn't sure there's a point where it's like, nope, that's as good as it's gonna get, guys.
Well, I think like even right now, the difference between 1080 and 4K at a normal viewing distance for a large TV is almost like nothing. Because like as we keep going up in resolution, obviously diminishing returns. I honestly believe at some point we'll have like 16K, even though it'll make no noticeable difference because Samsung needs to sell you another TV.
Yeah.
So
really
about Stadia, that's like worse than even if the latency is like fine. Data, this 20 gigs an hour stream at 1080 60. Like your internet caps 700 gigs a month, so you play a game for like 3 days. It's like no more video game for you or internet at all, Lamau. Like, like not everybody has Google Fiber in Silicon Valley. Google, like it works for you and your friends. But you go in like the Midwest, like good fucking luck.
Yeah, there's nothing out there.
Yeah, except for snow.
What
right now.
what is happening with fiber? Is it gonna ever come out actually? Because it's been years.
I thought Google canceled.
What,
They
Google
canceled
Fiber?
it?
What, Google Fiber?
I thought Google Fiber was put on like
No, it's all over the place. Or they might have canceled it like
the expansion.
no more.
I mean,
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I thought they canceled or like put expansion of Google Fiber on hiatus.
I don't know.
Could be wrong.
But it does
They've been
exist
talking
in
about that
locations,
for a
kind of.
while.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna need to get that out to everybody first before Stadia has a shot in hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're saying like Stadia, it's going to launch this year. What? And also saying they didn't reveal a price at all. So.
Well, I've been hearing that it's not going to be like Netflix. You're gonna have to pay for games individually. You just stream.
Why wouldn't I just buy the game then?
Exactly. I think it'll be right if they go.
I'm exactly too old for that shit. I want to have my own rig and buy my own games and own my games and lay them on my rig. Nope. Can't do it. They're like, you don't have to have your own rig. We'll have it for you. I'm like, nope. I want to buy them parts. I want to play Legos with my computer. Just pop that shit in there.
And then play a Lego game.
Yeah, and then play Lego Adventure or Lego Island. Oh yeah. Which I didn't know that game was as popular as I was talking to people about Lego Island not too long ago. I was like, damn, a lot of people have played this game.
Yeah, a lot of people had it as a kid, including me.
Mm-hmm. That game looks like some hot
It's
trash.
pretty. Yeah, it's pretty bad. If you go back, I was like, Jesus, this frame rate, holy shit!
Right.
The frame rate in that game was terrible.
Like everything on the N64's frame rate. It was just not.
It looks so bad. Oh my god, look at it!
Made in the past.
Oh god, listen to the fucking sound effects. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Alright. Well, last topic before we go into Q&A, which this is a much bigger topic because there's a lot of stuff to talk about here. Disney Plus, they had like a conference recently and revealed a whole bunch of stuff. And one of the biggest things they revealed was the price. It's gonna be like $7 a month, $70 a year, and like Netflix just rose their prices.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, didn't like I read an article and they said they're planning on taking $1 billion loss a year on this price model until they build out their infrastructure and like, get people on the service, and they're going to start jacking it back up.
Yeah.
So this is clearly an introductory price to try and like cut Netflix's like steam out from under it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is them realizing that they want to be competitive. They have to have a streaming service. Like that's the future.
Right.
And they have to get on the ground floor. Like Netflix is like the de facto streaming service, but that's their glory days are coming to an end. Now other companies and people are rising up to challenge them. And Disney was quick; they were smart. I actually applaud for them for their business savvy. We got to get in yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they bought Fox, because they have so many more properties like TV.
Oh
properties.
yeah. So I have a list here of like everything that's going to be available like at launch when it comes out in November, because they're gonna have like a ton of stuff, like, and especially with a big a brand as Disney, like people are gonna take notice of it.
Oh yeah. And the price is right.
Yeah.
Like some of Netflix's biggest like things that people liked, were all the Marvel shows that were just canceled and pulled. So I'm sure they're all gonna start popping back up on Disney. Disney will start doing on their own streaming service. Get the people who like. I only had Netflix initially because I wanted to watch Daredevil and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give Disney any of my money, so I'm just going to pirate them.
Well, that's this because like it's amazing how like back in the day on Netflix, like Disney and other companies, we'll put our stuff on Netflix, but we're not getting rid of our channels. And like I think it's with this generation that's coming in right now where it's become abundantly clear that there's no fucking hope in hell. Like that TV is going to survive this. It's done. And because my nieces don't watch TV. No one watches TV anymore except for the generation that's about to die in the next decade or two.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if
the
you
money's
watch
going
TV,
away.
you're such a fucking boomer.
No, you really are though. That's the truth. And
It's some
even
boomer core shit.
stop it. There's and there are boomers like who don't even watch TV anymore either. So like this was necessary for the survival of Disney if they wanted to like. I mean they had like their ABC and Disney Channel and Disney XD or whatever and shit like that. But like now it's like no, we need our streaming sites. We have to be competitive with Netflix and it's kind of also interesting to see when Netflix realized that they're like, holy fuck, we've got to make our own original shit like now if we want to like survive this. Because like all the content's kept its float, it's gone.
Like Netflix still does have some good original content. Like Hilda's great. Castlevania was great.
BoJack.
Yeah, BoJack. F is for Family.
Stranger Things, which isn't perfect, but it's still one of their big names for their original content. They realized that they needed it.
Don't you find it weird that we're moving into this place where it's like, man, cable sucks. We need to get rid of. And then like Netflix and stuff kind of like freed us from these expensive cable shit. It's like, oh, I can just go on Netflix and get my. Now it's like, it's not even we're going back to cable. It's that every channel is its own subscription service.
Right. It's just worse.
Disney Channel. I got to pay for the Disney Channel.
Yeah, though, if I look at the prices of like the cable packages near me, I'm like, well, it's still cheaper than the cable packages. Like even together with the stuff I want.
It's like the Star Wars trailer where like no one's truly ever gone.
But like at this point, aren't you just like? Don't you have to? Isn't it like cheaper to get cable bundled with your internet than to just have internet at this point?
What
they added in for no, some of them added for free because when I got my internet from Comcast, they're like, here, just have TV for free for a year, and then for a year. Which like it's a clever way to
price though.
Yeah, but they still want to tempt you, and they know a lot of people forget about that shit, or they're like, whatever, just keep it the way it is. It's pretty crafty, but it's weird because like the internet's cheaper if you have TV. I don't know. It's like fucking like drug dealers giving you out the first couple of hits for free.
Right. So, exactly. I mean, it is the exact same concept.
So I don't know, man. TV, it makes you wonder if there's going to be an equivalent of cable for streaming services. Like, hey, we'll just bundle them all together. But I don't see streaming services do that. They're not going to want to relinquish it because it's not the same anymore. Because if I'm correct, cable packages existed because not enough people were caring about all these other channels that weren't being picked by their customers. So they packaged it in order to sell it.
Right.
That's like.
Everybody cares because there's like a big enough property. So like we've kind of fucked ourselves,
It's weird.
The only thing, the natural consequence of this is that torrenting and like piracy is going to skyrocket again.
Yeah.
It's like
here we go. Oh shit! Here we go again.
And it's only the one that has like the most stuff that people will probably pay for, and then they'll pirate everything else.
Yep. Or just pirate everything, like me, because I'm an asshole.
So, you guys want to hear what's going to be like on the service?
Yeah,
a lot of Marvel
shit,
stuff, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
The everyday life of choose your superhero.
Can we finish the 101 deeds of Eddie McDowell or whatever?
I would love to. They never did. He never finished all 100.
He went to like 17 and he stopped.
So apparently, this is from Disney Plus Originals. So for a couple of live action series they're doing, this is hilarious. The title of this: High School Musical, the musical.
Nice.
Those fucking sluts.
What in God's name?
This is a 10-episode scripted series. High School Musical, the musical.
Well, High School Musicals are really popular.
It's very popular. Yeah.
So it's gonna. I don't blame them.
Yeah, and then they're doing a live action Star Wars series called The Mandalorian. There's a couple of animated series and shorts. Something called Forky Asked a Question. A series of 10 shorts where Forky from Toy Story 4 from the trailer ask questions. The Spark shorts, which some are already on YouTube, from Pixar. So let's see, documentaries and unscripted specials, Encore, something called something about Disney Imagineering, which I'm sure Race will be very interested in.
I would love to see that actually.
Yeah. Marvel's Hero Project.
Marvel's doing a hero project? Whoa, I'm intrigued. It's never been done.
No, it's not what you think. It says a series reveals the remarkable positive change several young heroes are making in their own communities. So, some documentary thing. This one I'm very interested in because it's titled The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I love Jeff
It's a
Goldblum,
documentary
so-
series with Jeff Goldblum.
Good. That man's amazing.
They're having their live-action Lady and the Tramp on this service.
Oh, it's not going to get a
it's not
theatrical
theatrical?
release?
No, it's
So
not.
we are straight to DVD things once again, but it's straight to streaming
straight to
service.
streaming. Yeah.
Holy shit, you're right, dude.
Nice.
Where's the lie?
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to that then, if they can't even afford to put it in theaters.
Right.
So, for Disney Animations, for their backlog of stuff, practically all of their animated movies from Walt Disney Animation Studios. Like, I see the list here, I'm like, oh, this is pretty much all of them. Like, name one. It's probably on here.
Song of the South there.
No, not... Walt Disney Animation Studios. As
Okay.
part of the canon.
Okay.
Which I think it was at one point, but then they were like, eh.
They're like, we can't do that no more.
But yeah, like Great Mouse Detective's on here, Hunchback, Jungle Book, Lady and the Tramp, Lilo and Stitch, Lion King, Little Mermaid, like everything, even the bad ones, Chicken Little. It's a few Disney live action movies, all of Pixar's stuff except for the most recent ones, which they'll be available within the first few months.
Mm.
You know, I'm thinking about this. You know what's really interesting is another huge reason that I guess I haven't heard anybody talk about it, but just kind of realized is that all these companies building their own streaming services, it also helps them a ton with like building their brand. You know, because you're no longer a fan of a Netflix, you're a fan of Disney, like the
Yeah.
content.
Well,
You know?
Disney had a massive brand to do this. Like, it made a lot of sense for them to jump on it because, like, here's a question: which companies and studios are shitting their pants right now because they're not getting on the ground floor, and we're gonna inevitably see them in the next year or two, being like, the Warner Brothers,
Warner
Funny
Brothers.
Cow package.
It's gonna happen, you know. Like you're gonna need Warner Brothers and Disney and HBO, and you'll still need Netflix for all.
Well,
their
I won't need HBO after Game of Thrones ends.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking make something new, dude. They'll have some shit, and then you're like, fuck.
They're like, we'll make Lord of the Rings, and Amazon's like, nope, bought that shit. See ya.
all right, Amazon Prime, of course. How could I forget?
Yeah,
Like, goddamn.
does it feel dystopian a bit to you guys? Like, I know it's quote unquote progress.
No, it's
but,
just
like,
it's just Cable 2.0, really.
It's Cable 2.0. He's not even one bit wrong.
oh well.
It
What
sucks.
time?
I will pay for something, but one. I'll pay for like one. I don't know.
Yeah, so,
I don't care
and,
for all that.
Apparently, like, all 30 seasons of The Simpsons are going to be on it at launch.
Oh my
No,
God,
I'm
how
kind of
about-
excited about that. I've never seen The Simpsons fully.
So
Let's see,
stupid.
both
Mhm.
the original and prequel trilogy of Star Wars will be available at launch.
If I want to watch,
Will the original trilogy be uncut? That'll get a ton of people's money if it was.
Oh, yeah.
I
not
don't-
special edition.
So
I doubt
here's
they'll do
here's
it.
some animated series from Disney that will be on there. The original Ducktales, the new Ducktales.
Oh, the original?
Yeah, both the original and the new Ducktales will be.
Well,
on
they're
it.
sitting on a mountain of content.
Yeah,
like, why not use it?
Yeah, Goof Troop is going to be on it at launch.
Yeah.
Lizzie McGuire, Kim Possible,
dude, Lizzie McGuire is my jam, man.
Mickey Mouse.
Wait,
Let's see.
which one, sir?
What?
How does her song go?
Oh, boy!
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Hero, Boy Meets World.
You know how many times I've seen Boy Meets World? I love that show, but goddamn, I don't need to see that show again.
Is Mr. Feeney still alive?
Let's see,
I
Kim
guess he is. He's still
Possible. Mickey and the Roaster Racers.
That show was actually the best, like, junior program I've seen. I'm like, it actually isn't terrible. I can actually watch this and not want to bash my head against the wall.
See, like
Really
all of Phineas and Ferb is going to be on it, as well as like a new movie from them. Let's see, the Mickey Mouse shorts and the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Let's see, and some of the original stuff that's going to be on there. some more stuff for Marvel. They're doing like a Loki series.
What?
A Loki series.
Okay, well, I guess he comes back then. Thank you for, thanks, Disney.
That doesn't mean like he's alive now.
It could be like a
yeah. Something about Scarlet Witch and Vision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. This one I'm really interested in as far as for Marvel, because it's called Marvel What If. It's an animated series that takes a look on how the Marvel Cinematic Universe would look if certain events happened differently. And that sounds really interesting.
That's cool. They did have a whole comic line about that.
Yeah, exactly. So
that
would be really cool to watch.
I'm just like, oh my god, this is gonna suck. Like, I swear in 3 years, it's like, I want to watch my Disney stuff, I have to pay for the Disney subscription. If I want to watch Made in Abyss, I have to pay for the Amazon subscription. BoJack, the Netflix subscription. If I want to watch other anime, I gotta pay for the Crunchyroll subscription. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's a bit much. It adds up.
Let's see. Monsters at Work. That's the Monsters Inc. series that was talked about, and apparently they're having John Goodman and Billy Crystal like reprise their roles for that series.
A Disney movie.
Yeah. The non-scripted shows. Oh yeah, there's something called Ink and Paint. Earth Keepers. A look at people dedicated to preserving endangered animals.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Cinema Relics, iconic art of the movies. A look at props and costumes from well-known Disney films.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, guess we'll move on to Q&A. If you guys have anything to ask, just either use the super chat or ask us stuff on Twitter. And we do have a few super chats here. Let me move this here, and then we'll get started answering your questions. All right. So the first super chat is from Deli18, which was when we started the show. What is your best accomplishment in video games so far in the course of 2019?
Oh, in 2019, damn, okay, that limits that a lot.
I got number 1 in Tetris 99 twice. I was able to do it again when I was visiting Saber.
That was cool. I was there watching when he did it.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of my boy.
What games have I played?
For me, I think probably the hardest game that I've made, I haven't beaten it yet because it takes forever, is I've gotten pretty far into Neo for the PS4.
Oh.
It's like a Souls-like game by Team Ninja. It fucking destroys you. And I went from like terrible at it and hating it to like doing pretty decently and getting relatively far. So
Nice.
I know you've
Souls games.
I know you've been making a game too.
Yeah,
which I would count that as an accomplishment.
That's a big accomplishment.
You can play it on tomoliver.itch.io/Zoomy.
Wait, is it out?
The Vertical Slice, which is like a little demo version, is out. It is playable. You can play it.
I'm gonna check that out. I didn't know. That's cool, dude.
On the internet.
On the internet. On the internet browser?
Exactly. It plays in the browser, yeah.
Wow. That.
Got gamepad support and all that shit. Go have a good time.
Playing. Hell yeah, man. I guess my video game accomplishment is that I beat a level 19 song in Sound Voltex called Siren. I've been trying to beat that song for like 3 months at this point. The song's really damn hard, but I beat it last week. So there you go. Rhythm game, leveling up. As always.
What about you, Saber? You have any?
No, none.
Dennis.
You're playing Doom on hard, right?
I guess I'm playing Doom on hard, but it's just cool. Yeah, I guess I'm doing that.
There you go. It's hard, as the mode implies.
Dennis asks, Tom, can you tell them about the PCP love you? ?
The PCP love you? I don't know what that means. I mean, do you mean just like talking about the Procrastinators podcast?
I guess.
And stuff. I do a podcast with Digi and stuff. it's
Yeah, I think
the Procrastinators on YouTube, and it's a good time. Go check it out. I guess.
I think they meant, can you talk about the PCP, comma, love you.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
all right.
that's what they meant.
Yeah,
Or they could be talking about the PCP dating sim. Like someone
that'd be
the
sick.
podcast are making a dating sim with all of us in it, and it is you can play a demo, and it is funny.
All right, Malik Webster asks, Gundam's 40th anniversary was last week, so what's your favorite series of the franchise? So far, mine's Stardust Memories since I started recently. I only watched like Gundam Wing when I was a kid.
A lot of people don't like Wing, actually. That's really funny. But
It is like kind of hated, which I disagree with.
I don't hate it. Like I'm not a mecha fan, but I don't hate Wing. I really don't. I like
My favorite is G Gundam.
G Gundam is a fun one, yeah.
Because it's just ridiculous.
It's funny how many Gundams I've seen, even though I don't even like mech. My favorite Gundam's probably Gundam, like 00, probably. 00 is pretty good. Yeah, I would say 00.
All right. Let's see. From Ryan Walterson on Twitter. Surprised that Secret Life of Pets is getting a ride at Universal Studios Hollywood next year? Me neither. Yeah, Secret Life of Pets is getting a ride in Universal Studios.
It's fucking weird as shit.
But what about it is ride-esque at all? It's about pets.
I don't know.
Like, when you say ride, do you mean like thrill ride or just like attraction? Because attraction,
Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, attraction is way more understandable. I was thinking it's like little, like, well, I was gonna say Little's Pet Shop. What's the name of the movie? Secret Life of Pets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like Secret Life of Pets Death Roaster Coaster or something like that. And I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, if it's just an attraction, then that's fine. Death Roaster Coaster. That is the first thing that came to my mind.
See, Major Mekazawa asks, even though Disney owns Lucasfilm, Marvel, and Pixar, do you wish Disney would do more with the Tron franchise? I'm not really that into Tron, so... I heard that the cartoon that they made was pretty good.
You know there was a cartoon.
Yeah. Because I was on Disney XD for a while, I think. Let's see... another one from Major Megazawa. What are some comic books you'd like to see get an animated series? I would love another Fantastic Four cartoon, and The Wicked plus The Divine, as well as Saga would be really cool. Tom, do you do any comics you would like to see as an animated series?
Oh god. I think it would be so hard to do, but I'd love a Cerebus animated series. There's like an animated short. Cerebus is like 300 issues, and it's like crazy. But I love Cerebus. It's a great indie comic. You know what would make a great fucking series, because they made Telltales did a game about it way the fuck back, and it's good. Bone would make
yeah,
series, and they should do it because it would, like, get an audience and people would like.
Yeah,
make a cool like 26 episode show out of Bone.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I mean, the guy used to work at an animation studio before he started doing comics. It like looks just like an animation. That's what he was trying to do.
Nathaniel asks, is there any Disney film you feel warrants a live-action adaptation? I know. There's ones that I feel like they could do better, like Black Cauldron and The Sword and the Stone.
They could do it better animated. One that is like, hey, this should be live action? No. I really can't think of even.
You haven't watched it, but I think Atlantis actually could be a good live action movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, there you go. The hell is that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I forgot about to add this to the Topics.
Was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star playing for anyone else just now? Oh, it's Final Fantasy in the background. I was like, what the heck?
I'm like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Oh, we got a super chat from let's see, William Elman. Says, hey, do you guys have any horror/disturbing animated film recommendations? Two that come to mind is Midori Shoujo Tsubaki by Hiroshi Harada and The King of Pigs by Yeon Sang-ho. Horror animated film recommendations?
Or I don't. That is such a Jax question, man. You gotta.
Yeah,
ask
because
that.
the only ones I know are like the ones that are like still kid friendly.
Jax is watching us right now and just like screaming. He's like, "Come on, my guys."
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
It's on the chat, but I just made my art. Took me like 20 minutes on a shitty video editor because I'm on my laptop, but I had to make it real.
Oh yeah, I saw it with the with CJ.
I'll have to tweet that tomorrow.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
It's funny how that meme like resurged or had a resurgence.
Yeah.
we should
It like had surged the first time.
we should
Happens.
we should ask that William Elman question to Jax. I feel
Yeah.
like he deserves it.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah. Dapper Spider says Plague Dogs.
Oh, Jax is right there.
Yeah, Jax, do you have any recommendations
Jax, recommend something, dude.
for like animated horror films? Because I can't think of any right now. Because I mean, there's like anime ones, I think, but like nothing that's like non-anime.
Come on,
But what? But while you think of one, Ryan.
You gotta read a super chat.
Jax Blade has a super chat. Come on, you plebes. Yeah, Lauren 210 said Coraline and Paranorman, but I'm like, I mean everybody knows those. The way the other super chat said it seemed like they're talking about like more like adult horror.
I mean, I do.
Animated series
the-
horror stuff.
The
That-
animated though, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Castlevania series on Netflix is horror.
They should make a bunch of animated shorts based off H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, I hope I said his name correctly, but I won't. Seal Monolith. It's a paranoia agent. Right.
Oh yeah, and Perfect Blue. Yeah.
That's one
Hold
of
up.
the shows.
You remember? Like, was it?
Hold up, you guys were cutting out for me, so nobody heard any of that.
I was saying, yeah, Seal Monolith mentioned Paranoia Agent. Paranoia Agent's really good. Yeah, watch that one.
I remember like when like freshmen in high school me would like turn on Adult Swim and hear that
Yeah.
I actually got like
What is happening?
What a fucking cool way to capture your audience, like to go like, no, we're gonna get their attention like that with just like not. It's not even wacky. It's just it's
Different.
interesting. Yeah, it's like why are they laughing? Why is everything so like
Yeah.
eerie?
I've seen that director's movies, but I still haven't seen Paranoia Agent. So, because I've seen like Perfect Blue and Paprika and all that.
This is Nightside. It's not a standard anime opening. It's very different.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So the question I was looking at on Twitter from Ryan Walterson, which I forgot to add this, was another trailer. Thoughts on the Addams Family trailer? Like, what do you think of it?
There was.
Yeah, they had a trailer recently. Because I remember they like teased the image for it.
It looks good. It's based on the original designs of the Addams Family from like the comic. I'm excited for it actually.
Yeah, might be cool.
Oh well, it'll be shit. No, I'm hoping.
Another question from Ryan. I figured this would probably be asked in Q&A. Thoughts on Rich Moore now going to work at Sony Pictures Animation and leaving Disney?
I mean, good luck.
Good luck,
Yeah,
Max.
good
Yep,
luck.
that's it. That's it.
He just saw Spider-Verse and like, ooh, I want to do something
Right.
like that.
I want some of that action.
And then he gets there and sees the Emoji Movie and like, ooh, I should go back.
I'm working on an Emoji Movie too.
No.
Yeah. Hopefully Zootopia 2 still has a chance. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I hope so.
So does Race.
Oh, this is another trailer I completely forgot about talking about. Was the Star Wars trailer? Holy shit!
I was gonna ask you, why are we talking about Star Wars? Like,
Yeah,
just not,
I
like-
forgot to add it.
Don't worry.
But yeah, the Star Wars trailer. I mean, okay,
Yeah,
I'll
it's just
see
whatever.
it, but
I just don't care about Star Wars anymore.
Yeah, right.
we got another super chat here from Kuro. It says, "Hey guys, I'm an aspiring animator.
Easy
Expiring aspiring animator, and I would love to animate to your podcast someday. It's such a big dream of mine. Stay cool as always." Oh, that'd be awesome to animate
That
some
was
of
super
that.
dope.
Yeah.
Gotta curse less.
Got a what?
Or more. Gotta curse less.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah, Nicholas Walker was asking about thoughts on the Star Wars celebration regarding Rise of the Skywalker, Jedi Fallen Order, The Mandalorian, and Season 7 of Clone Wars. Oh yeah, that's another thing coming into Disney Plus is the Clone Wars
People
series.
love the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Is that the Gendy one?
No,
No,
that's
no.
that's different.
What's that one called?
I don't know.
I think it's also called Clone Wars. It's just the Genndy Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Like how there's Prince of Persia, but there's also Prince of Persia, and you have to distinguish which one you're talking about now. Great.
There's two of the franchise?
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
yeah. There's Prince of Persia for like the Xbox 360 or something, and then there's Prince of Persia, the one that my dad had on his floppy disk.
Yeah,
Oh,
My dad
Yeah.
doesn't play games.
oh,
except Prince of Persia.
you mean like when like games are named the same thing, like you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like Doom and Doom.
yeah. Yeah. It's like, which one, my guy?
Yeah.
You know, it's Doom. Just it's Doom. That's it.
When companies don't want to add subtitles to their games.
What about that Skyrim like collector's edition where like it just has the symbol of the dragon? It doesn't even say Skyrim on the box, and like this is the most pretentious shit. Like I hate it. But they know you know what it is, and they're absolutely right. And I hate that.
that's fair.
Yeah. Did we die on the live stream?
I don't know.
It still says it's streaming, but it's like, I think it's going slow for me. But yeah. Question from Waddles. Thoughts on Steven Universe being the first animated show to win a GLAAD award? As an
What's a GLAAD award?
I don't know what that is.
It's like an award show dedicated to LGBT.
That exists, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well,
Good
seems
for
like
it.
the cartoon to do it.
Yeah.
It really does. Like, sure. If there's one to do it, it's going to be Steven Universe. So.
Right.
The nominees are Steven Universe.
And the winner.
Craig of the Creek had the.
Hey, what about Adventure Time?
What about
Adventure Time did it first.
Cartoon Network
Well-
doesn't remember what cartoon that is. I don't either.
No, what'd you say? Everton did it first?
Yeah,
How?
with PB and Marcy.
They didn't
Like-
kiss them to the end.
But
You
shut
gotta
up.
kiss
Shut
the
up.
lesbians.
Yeah, dude.
Or it doesn't count.
Unlock your sexuality.
Look at you being. Yeah, you aren't gay until you kiss someone. It's the law.
Well,
Oh, God. Was it Adventure Time was the first cartoon ever? No, no way.
No, I'm saying the Adventure Time did it first before Steven Universe.
Oh, before Steven Universe.
Yeah.
I wonder what was the first cartoon that set out to have a gay or lesbian couple. I'm sure it was a long time ago, if anything. I'm actually curious now that would.
I'll look it up.
Mm.
All right, let me see more here. What?
All I can find is the gay couple from fucking the Loud House, and I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure there's something before
Yeah,
that.
there's a few before that.
What about Xander from Drawn Together?
Oh. Actually,
Hmm.
hold on.
But I got another question here from Ozzyall. It says, did you know that today was Reggie Fils-Aimé's last day as president of Nintendo America?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
That
What a
sucks.
shame.
Yeah, I retweeted his thing where he had the his press badge for E3 2004 when he first joined them.
I mean, I know it's interpreted, but like Peppermint Patty and Marcy, maybe kind of.
Oh, from
Yeah.
Peanuts.
Yeah, that's kind of just like interpreted though. They never like said, "Hey, they're lesbian," but then do you have to? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe
It's
it's
a
a question.
fanfics. It was always.
No, they're like not old enough to have it. That's a different topic entirely. No.
They're aged up in the fanfics. Jesus Christ.
All right, Evan Emmanuel asks, have you seen Shazam? I haven't seen it
No.
yet.
I'm going to see it tomorrow, actually. I was going to see it tonight, but Showtime's enough.
I'll see it eventually. You
Are
guys
Bert
getting
and
any
Ernie gay?
questions?
I'm looking.
Wait, are Bert and Ernie implied as gay? Ever?
I think they were.
Is that a thing? Really?
I think they were pushing for it. I think the creator of the characters is very.
I didn't pick that up one bit. Wow. Okay.
He doesn't
Interesting.
care for it to be there at this point here. Come on, people want whatever people want.
A little dirt never hurt nobody. That line just sticks in my head from the Peanut movie. I'm like, dang, girl, you're a little freaky deaky.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that movie at all.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's really good, the Peanuts movie.
Oh, wait, have you
Yeah.
never seen it? Like, legit?
I have not seen it.
Oh, it's so feel goody. Like, I don't care how old you are, it just makes you smile.
Yeah,
man.
it's a very
so nice.
feel-good movie.
I love it.
So there was a question here from Major Mekazawa. What are your thoughts on Netflix producing a new English dub for Neon Genesis Evangelion without the old ADV Films dub and with a new cast? They're not going to use the old actors. I'm personally really excited to see how the dub turns out. Huh.
Not watching subs. Hilarious.
Old dubs are for the most part bad. So people are better at dubbing now than they
Yeah.
used to be. So
Yeah,
except
we'll
for Cowboy
see.
Bebop, obviously, which is one that everyone always references, even though they're better dubs, IMO. But Cowboy Bebop is good. So and Trigon's a really good thing dub too.
Yeah. Nathaniel Foga asks, how was your guys' April Fool's Day this year? I was just at
another
Sam's house.
day.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was happening until it was like over.
April Fool's is actually my friend's birthday, so I focus way more on that than I do on the April Fool's Day. I literally forgot. To be completely honest. There was MKBHD, that popular YouTuber that guy, he made a video
Oh,
about
right.
the
He was
Pixel
talking about the
4
Pixel
Ultra.
4 video.
Yeah. And I forgot it was April. Well, not that I forgot. It was April 2nd.
It was.
And then I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks cool. Oh my gosh, it's like there's no selfie cam. It's motorized. I don't care if the motor breaks. I don't take selfies. This is
Yeah, yeah.
great." And it was a joke. I was like, "Of course it's a joke because it's a good idea." Oh, I hate stupid selfie cameras so much.
You don't like notches that are just covering up the huge screen? So,
For
like,
no reason.
those fucking Zoomers can take their goddamn
Oh my gosh, the Galaxy Fold or whatever, like literally today, both MKBHD and the Unbox Therapy guy, they put up videos on the Galaxy Fold. So I was looking at it, I was like, oh, it looks cool. When you have it folded, there's a selfie cam there. It's megapixel. It takes a pretty decent picture. I was like, cool. So it's on that side. So when you open it, there'll be no notch, right? Nope. You have one inside there too. I'm like, why do you need two front-facing cameras when you have one? Why did you add a notch on the inside?
Because they're bad. Everybody's bad. It's okay. It's okay to have a little bit of space on top of your phone and the bottom of your phone to hold like stuff. It's fine. Really not a big deal. Instead of like intruding into your screen, and like they've ruined it with fucking Android too. Because I don't know if you've used the newest version of Android yet.
No, I don't update Android. Absolutely not.
Oh, so Android 9 they have official support for notches now. So they lock from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. So you have a bunch of icons on one side and the clock on the other side. You can fit a notch easier, but now that you have like shit on both sides of the screen, if you have more than like two icons of like notification badges, they just get cut off by the notch, and it looks so fucking stupid. It's time to murder.
I still have my S7, and I'm having a good time.
It's all you need, dude.
I'm waiting
I
for
also
that.
have an S7.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that notchless phone. I'm so sick of these. Stop. Like, I guess they can't, because I imagine companies aren't stupid most of the time, unless they're Sega. They make stupid decisions all the time. But like, why can't we just sell phones that don't have notches? Like, just make that model.
They're working on the tech for under-display selfie. So that's going to be...
Yeah, they're working on that. That seems hard, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the fingerprint reader was already difficult enough. Now they're going to do it with the camera.
Okay. Also, I know you love Sega, but you have to admit that Sega has made some really stupid decisions in the past.
What?
Sega.
As a bad thing?
Who
said that?
Me.
Why would you bring that up out of nowhere? Other than
I was confused. I was like, were we talking about Sega?
Oh, I mentioned it a little earlier.
Oh.
Well,
but I might have cut out. That's alright.
Sega Genesis does what Nintendo.
Yeah. I mean, the mini that they're going to be making looks really promising. They're putting Castlevania Bloodlines on it. I was like, oh, cool.
What's that one feature that the Genesis has that the Nintendo doesn't? The something blast driver or something?
Blast
processing.
Which meant nothing.
You just saying that you Nintendo.
No, Paleo. Digital Foundry came out with a video like literally last week explaining that blast processing is real, and they had a demo.
Really?
Yeah, it's about...
Yeah, take that, you Nintendo butt.
The way that it works, like, no game ever used blast processing, but what it actually was... is
so they didn't take advantage of it?
Well, here's the thing. But here's the interesting story about it, right? So blast processing, according to this video, had nothing to do with really, like, game performance or anything like that. It's just, like, the marketing department heard them saying it and, like, oh, we're going to use that for... Well, like, what it actually means, it's a way of, like, using the way a cathode ray tube TV like displays pixels and to like override the color limitations of the Sega Genesis palette so you can make more detailed graphics like images and stuff. That's what it actually was meant for. It was just a way to like somehow it display more colors at the same time on the screen. And the marketing department just heard that means it's more powerful, right? And they just use it for had back on games at all. Like nerds, you know, like Reddit, like doing this. And they just recently, a couple weeks ago, figured out the algorithm to 100 how blast processing works. So it's real as of like this. It's fucking bizarre, dude. It was a great video. Definitely watch it.
Also, my internet's being really weird right now, so we might stop. Can anybody look at the chat and see if there were any more like super chats? Because my chat like stopped, but it still says I'm streaming.
The last one was from Kuromi for $5.
Okay, so that was the last one that we talked about. All right then. So I think I'll end it here then, for the podcast.
No more money, no more podcasts. You heard the rules. We just
You heard the rules.
Yeah, because I just realized that I'm streaming because my streaming is slow for me right now because apparently my wireless adapter is like being used and not my Ethernet cable. I'm like,
Oh.
What? When did that happen?
Shit. Gotta have that hardline connection.
Yeah. So, anyway, thanks you guys for coming out to the POS podcast. We'll have another one in a couple weeks, and then there's going to be a long hiatus. So, see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Take it easy.